Hi, it's Jen again, and today I'm talking about how life doesn't always work out the way you think it's gonna turn out. And, you know, I had a fairy tale childhood. I grew up in Southern California. I was born into this crazy, fun, talented family, and my parents always did well. We didn't have to worry about money. I always got along with my little brother. There was no like drama in our house or yelling. My mom and dad were crazy in love and still are. They've been married for 43 years. Never had any enemies at school. Life was just good. It was just smooth and fun and easy. And I really believed that it was just gonna go on like that. I really believed that, I would grow up and everything would be smooth sailing. And I was wrong. It has not worked out the way I anticipated. I got married young, was married for 10 good years, had my 3 boys, everything was great, and marriage was good, and then about the 11th year into it, shit hit the fan. And crazy things started happening, and my ex basically ended up having a second life and didn't work where he said he worked and was gambling the mortgage on sports and just crazy stuff. And I had always been a really forgiving soul. I've always been. You might make me mad, but it's not gonna be long. And he knew that, and he used it against me. He knew that he could screw up and I would forgive him, and he could screw up and I would forgive him, and forgive him, and forgive him, until one day something broke. And did you see the film The Revenant? It's a pretty intense film. It's got Leonardo DiCaprio in it, and there's a scene where his character meets a bear in the woods, and this bear shreds him. Rips him a new one. Literally, many. And it's gruesome. And I remember that that's kind of how it felt, only from the inside out. You feel like you're just hanging in tatters on the inside, and there's not much left of you. I remember going to my mom and dad's house one day after work and sitting down at the dining table and waiting to pick up my youngest because they would babysit for me when I was at work. And I remember my dad looking at me and saying, "I just want my daughter back," and just feeling nothing, feeling so hollow, And I looked at him and I said, "Dad, I don't know where she is." And I seriously feel like I have been completely knocked down and rebuilt from the ground up from that experience. And it wasn't fun. It was horrible. I don't wish it on anybody. In fact, there's so much more to the story, your head would explode. One of the good things that came out of all of this was that in the rebuilding of Jen, I had ideas about life and about people and things that I thought were right that I learned are not right. My ex had been gambling and not working where he said that he worked, and saying that he was getting paid but not getting paid, and crazy things. And I remember sitting there thinking, I'm a smart girl. How did I get here? It was so humbling. And I think some judgment that I had about people in life in general definitely changed after some of those experiences. So if life hasn't exactly turned out the way you anticipated it would turn out, I'm curious what your takeaway from it was, what you've learned from it. Also, I just like knowing that someone has it worse than me. If you appreciate any of my ramblings, please like and subscribe, because we're gonna have fun, so.